The first thing I want you to notice is this beat up, raggedy old flat brush. It really is, I would say, close to the trash. But here's the reason why I keep it. Notice how it works so beautifully to create a light texture because it's not applying the paint in a smooth, flat way. It's giving me all of these nice little markings and causing the paint to go on in a very beautiful, what we call dry brush technique. Now, a new brush wouldn't give you the same texture, wouldn't give you the same result. So I keep a few of these old brushes around just to create that texture and pattern in the backgrounds. Now, what I'm doing now, I have a very fine round brush. It's probably a liner, and I am trying to give myself a nice defined outline for what we'll call pods because they're not really flowers. So I'm trying to give myself a very smooth, straight line to define those stems, and the stems will remain the background. This was a Gelli plate print to begin with, and I have found that I love using those as a background because you can see with just a few marks I have created, almost completed this painting just with a few strokes. I could leave it like this, but I'm going to keep going and add a little bit more of a solid color around that vase so that it has a different color and texture than what will end up looking like a tablecloth. You see me using my finger an awful lot. That's because I'm working on paper. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't use it if I was working on canvas, but because I'm working on paper, paper has a tendency to draw the moisture out of your brush and dry the paint very quickly. You don't have a lot of time for moving it around. So if you're going to move it around, sometimes you need to stick your finger in there. If you are worried about your paints being toxic at all, then please wear some latex gloves. But most of my colors are not what I would need to worry about. I look for colors that are, instead of cadmium, I look for cadmium hue. So if the paint tube says hue after the color, that means it is not made with the actual mineral that is used for some of the other paints. So you can be a little more, hands-on, we'll say. So I put a little bit of yellow on there. You can see I've used it as a glaze. I'm putting it over the white just to bring some of that yellow up to the top and smearing it in. Fingers work great for that, but you can also use a paper towel. So my last little bit was, I thought, this painting could use a little bit something extra. So I'm actually creating 3 little bugs. And you can't really make them out too well in this video, but when I show you the finished piece at the end, I'm sure you'll be able to see them then.